Hi guys. Today I wanted to maybe start a new series that I might continue on through the years, and that's what to read on Halloween. And a lot of people have been doing something like this, but I want to focus on actually just on Halloween specific type, either anthologies or collections, and I'm just going to focus each video on one book. And I love reading Halloween stories around Halloween time, and sometimes all year round. And I came across this guy while talking to him and trying to promote his work on the Darkness Dwells podcast. This guy's been on my show for, I don't know, four times, I think. And he actually was on one of our Halloween episodes with John Palisano, and that was a lot of fun. I'll put a link to that down there if you're interested. It was last year I think we did that. And so anyways, about 2 years ago I got the ebook for this, and I liked it so much I ended up getting the physical book. And I highly recommend getting the physical book because there's a lot of little treats in here that are still in the ebook, but it's so much more fun having it in your hand and being able to look through. Yeah, if you want, still get the ebook. It's a lot cheaper. And that's, of course, I'm talking about Halloween House of Horrors by Allan Gunnells. I'm just going to read the synopsis real quick on the back. You're invited to a Halloween party. The wind is howling outside. Flames are roaring in the fireplace. And several people have gathered to tell you spooky and mournful tales for All Hallows Eve. There's a little something for everyone. A teenager babysitting a bizarre and frightening child. A couple at a remote house stalked by something inhuman. A church's alternative to Halloween turns terrifying. A boy wishes every day is Halloween lives to regret it. A seasoned prank that goes horribly awry. And a child in a graveyard makes a connection with the dead. So come inside, sit back, and don't even think about trying to leave. The doors are all bolted and the windows locked. And you are trapped inside. Allan Gunnells' Halloween House of Horrors. And, all these stories are really fun. One thing I like about Allan Gunnells' stories, this isn't the only collection of his that I've read. I've read others, and he always mixes his stories up with the truly terrifying to the sort of heartwarming stories. He basically encompasses the entire existence of humanity, and all its range of emotions. There's one set of stories in here that I really like part 1 and part 2. I can't remember if it goes to part 3 or not, but he has his own little slasher story that goes on in here. Pretty sure it's in here anyway. It's been a couple of years. I need to reread it again. And to get to the little treats, you get these little pieces of art inside. Usually it's just the haunted house and the pumpkin. And also at the end, it's one thing I really like when authors do this. I don't know why, it's something that fascinates me. And I've heard people bitch about this, but I don't know why. It's really neat. But Mark goes through each story, and he tells you his inspiration for writing it. As a writer myself, I can't always remember the reason why, the very genesis of the idea. Sometimes I'm like, I can't remember. But he does remember, and he jots notes down for all of it. And so my first recommendation for the Halloween reading is definitely Halloween House of Horrors by Allan Gunnells. Read everything by Allan Gunnells. He's a fascinating writer. I really love his work. And he's very passionate about writing, and he's also very prolific. So definitely go check him out. I'll have a link to his Amazon store down there. And thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video. And don't forget, keep being creative.